Good morning, good morning. I have the packing's finally commenced. We've got essentials are in, but could I find my Tan Accelerate oil last night? As if I'm going on holiday without Tan Accelerate. This is amazing. It's got like carrot oil. It increases the melanin and just deepens your tan so fast. Like every time I use this, because I normally go red first, this kind of just gives you a dead nice tan. And you can't even get these. I'm so glad I got it while it was still in stock. But this is like your SPF 50 for your face, and it's like a roll on, and it's not sticky, because that is one thing I can't stand on holiday, is sticky sun cream and then you're trying to put a bit of BB cream on or something so that your skin feels nice. So they're going in. Right, let's get ready for, I've only got 2 days left to work, 1 day where I've got to go in, so let's try and do a natural glow. So I'm going to take these off. These, basically, you only need to leave these eye masks on for like 15-20 minutes while you're doing your breakfast or whatever, and it just gives you a nice smooth under eye. It gets rid of any fine lines and wrinkles. If you slept on your side, it'll just give you that pop of hydration, sort any eye bags or puffiness out. Right, let's do natural glow. So I never ever skip a primer. This is the Blur one. So if you feel that you get too much of a shiny look, this will really help. This is the Blur primer. It blurs out fine lines and wrinkles, and it will give you a little bit more of a matte finish, but I don't like too matte, so I will show you a little hack for getting that balance. But this is really good for, it's like your polyfiller for your face. So if you've got, like me, any open pores you just want to minimise before you put any makeup on, this is a really good primer. And it hydrates as well. So you know the way sometimes you can put your makeup on and then look in the mirror and you've got like flaky or dry bits? It can just literally be because you've not prepped your skin. It's a bit like painting a wall and you put your plaster on first. This is like the plaster for your face. Never skip it. It literally, seriously, it stops your makeup from sinking into your pores. Otherwise, if your skin's dehydrated and you put makeup straight onto your skin, it's literally trying to drink it. So always make sure you do your skincare first and then primer before you put any makeup on your skin. Now, I use the CC, very, very similar to BB, except it's a little bit more of a glowy finish. You know, like if you prefer a matte, you can get the exact same thing in a BB. Same coverage, exact same product, but it's just got a little bit more of a mattifying effect. Now these have also got SPF 25 in it as well, so you're getting that little bit of extra protection. And I use like a flat-ended brush so that it doesn't take me all day to just blend it out. I did 12 minutes on a sunbed yesterday, so I'm a little bit red, but I just feel like I always need a bit of a base tan before I go on holiday, or I just burn. So I always try and go on a few times just before the week or two before I go. I don't go on all the time like I used to in my 20s, but just if I'm going away, I do try and get on a couple of times in the couple of weeks before I go, just mainly so I don't burn and I get a better tan if I've got a bit of a base to start with. Right, so I feel like I need a little bit of concealer. Maybe. Hey Monica, good morning. You alright? I never know what to put on for work. Like, I'm just about to get ready for work. I've just put my little jacket on just to go and feed the rabbits, and already I feel like boiling. So I just don't know what to, I do not know what to put on. Right, a little bit of concealer under my eye, just a little bit on my cheeks, because I did 12 minutes on the sunbed yesterday, and that might have been just a slight bit too much, but do you know what? I go away on Saturday, so I needed that little bit of I needed a little bit of a boost. Now, I do find with concealer in your 40s that less is more. Like, I do see some amazing tutorials from young girls in the 20s, and they do this great big V under their eye, or they're doing all these like crazy lines with the concealer and it turns out flawless. Ladies, appreciate the beauty, but don't copy it. If you're in your 40s, don't try and copy it, because honestly, you're going to put it on, you're going to go out, you're going to look in the mirror in a couple of hours and you're going to be like, oh my god, what the hell is going on with my face? Because it's going to suddenly be sat in your fine lines and wrinkles, it's going to look cakey, and it's going to make you, it's going to age you as well. Hey Helen, good morning. So don't be tempted when you see the younger girls doing the dramatic concealer, big, you know, like, appreciate it. Appreciate the beauty, but don't copy it. Don't copy it, because your skin is different in your 40s. It just is, and we've got to do it a little bit different. Less is more in your 40s. And you don't want to put really heavy concealer under your eyes, go out and then look in a mirror and just be like, oh my god, how horrific does my makeup look? Why has it changed in 2 hours? And it's just because it's settled, and it's settled straight into your fine lines and wrinkles. It's caked up and in them little lines, and it looks too heavy, and it's just gonna, and that exaggerates any little smile lines that you've got, and that is going to age you instead of refresh you. So my tip with concealer is always less. Little bit here, little bit here, a little bit on the inside, and then just dab it out with your finger or a blending board, and just keep it nice and light. There we go. It's mad how much of a difference just filling in your brows a little bit makes to your face as well. You know, like, I never used to do this, and I think this adds a little bit of a youthful, I think everybody's on the brows, aren't they, these days? But I was quite late to the brow party train, do you know what I mean? I was walking around like really blonde eyebrows that you couldn't really see. And you know, it's the same thing again, you don't need to be really dramatic. I went and got them microbladed, so I've got the shape, and that makes it just so easier to fill in. And I do sometimes get like a tint as well, but failing that, just give them a little fill in, and it just frames your face, and I just feel like you look a little bit younger and a little bit more awake, don't you, with your brows? With your brows looking a little bit fuller and healthier. This is the thing. Right, let me show you a dead quick way. If you feel like you put your makeup on and you're like... Now, one thing I will say is about the CC cream, BB cream, it feels like your own skin. So if you're a girl who has just, like, got to a point where you thought, I just don't like the feel of makeup on my face, I don't like the feel of it, it doesn't feel like me, I don't feel like my own skin, this is very different to foundation feel. It feels like you've just put moisturiser on your face, so it feels like you, it feels like your own skin. It just looks a little bit better, looks a little bit healthier, lets you look a little bit fresher, hides any like imperfections, but still feels like you. And if you've not tried it yet, you might just find this is the thing that helps you fall back in love with a little bit of makeup on your face again. CC cream, and it's literally only, I think they're only like £13 and they last forever. Amazing. Right, so that is my eyebrows done. Let me show you how to jazz it up a little bit if you want to. If you feel like you put your base on and you feel like it's a little bit boring, these colour sticks come in a highlight and a bronze and a blush. So if you want a little bit of definition, a little bit of colour, you can just draw it on. Around your forehead will give you that illusion that you've caught the sun. This a little bit higher than your cheekbone will give you a lift. And then underneath here, we'll just create that bit of shadow and hide any double chinage. Now, trick for your bottom lip, when you put a little bit of bronzer under your lip, it gives that illusion of pulling it down, opening it up, and it looks fuller. You've not had any filler and it just looks bigger. So highlight, again, you're just drawing it on, and I put it quite high, and because it's a cream, you've got absolutely zero residue. You just get this really healthy glow. Same thing with your top lip. It's going to lift it, make it look fuller, and it's just a creamy highlight, so you can't even tell. It's like a little hack to making your lips look fuller, just with makeup. So those two sticks, and they blend really nice as well. Just straight in, same brush as the CC cream, and it just gives you that bit of colour, bit of definition to your cheeks, and a bit of a lift if you're in your 40s. Won't say no to a little bit of a lift. And then I might just add a teeny tiny dab of blush. And blend that up. There we go, that's the base fully done. Right, favourite mascara, because Pharmacy do a few, but the one I always keep coming back to every single time is the Full Blast. It's one of them tubing ones, so like the sciencey bit is that it wraps a tube around each lash and like conditions it. All I know is it makes your lashes look thicker and longer. So, and it's a one step, so it's dead easy to apply. Trick to it is, if it's a brand new tube, just take the excess off so that you don't get any, because it is tubing, so you don't want any bits in your lashes, and just make sure your lashes are dead clean. And I find that's enough to just give you a really, so look at that, like it literally looks like I've got no lash. And this is why I keep coming back to this one, because, so I just hold it in front of my lash and blink. So it sort of combs through. And you just get a nice even coat. God, I got too much on that. It's a brand new tube, this, for my holidays. And then you can just let it dry, go over to the other side, and you can build it up after if you want. But I find even one coat makes a huge difference, because mine is so flipping blonde. Like, look at that. Love it. Hey, morning, Jay, you okay? So yeah, that does make a huge difference to my lashes, because they're teeny tiny, and this is the one I always come back to for a little bit of drama. And then if you want to go a little bit bigger, just hold it in front and go halfway down your lash. You don't really need to go right to the base again, because it will just extend on what you've already just put on. And we've gone from teeny tiny, can't even see them. So if you've got little stubby lashes like me, I feel like this is the one to have a try at. Now, if you ever, like, I think when your lashes are pretty clean and you take the excess off the wand, which I would do that with any mascara, but if you ever feel like your lashes do clump, get yourself one of these brushes, because you literally don't need to start again. If you've got one of them at home, like, and you feel like, oh, I've put too much on, literally just go over your lashes, just hold it in front of your lashes and let it comb them out. You know, like if you've got one or two lashes that are just sticking, you can hold it in front, let your lashes dry a little bit, and then just hold it in front. and you can separate them out again so that you get like a nice fluffy even. You don't need to rub it all off and start again. But I love that mascara. Jay, good morning. Oh, living the dream, love that. Living the dream in the summer holidays with no routine and kids. Respect to you. I love it. I am living the dream also. We've all got an eye twitch, say it. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Love having the kids at home. And then you're like, I love my kids, but, you know, 6 weeks is long. It be long. Anyway, right, I'm going to just put, all I'm putting on is, because the top I'm putting on today for work is like that colour. So I am going to just go with a nude lip oil. I love these. I love it when they come up with something like really new. But you've got a lip oil in a stick. So it looks like a lipstick, sort of feels like a lipstick, but it's lip oil. It's not sticky like a gloss. And you can just, it feels like velvet when you put it on. It's the only way I can describe it. Massively hydrating for your lips because you've got like 6 different oils in there. But it doesn't feel like too, you know the way gloss can be a little bit sticky and heavy. This is not like that. It's like different. Love it. Right. I think I'm done, girls. I think I am done. Jay, I'm pretty sure they're all hypoallergenic. I will double check for you after I come off live. But yeah, I'll double check. I'm pretty sure they all are. Right, I'm going to go get ready and get out the door. So today's the last day I've got to actually be in work. Tomorrow I'm working from home. And then it's holiday on Saturday. I just need to finish my flipping packing. Like, I don't know about you, but you know when you've started, like, and then you get a couple of days deep and you're like, did I put that in? And then you're having to like root through to, oh yeah. I have got a list this time, which is better. So I'm trying to tick off the list and then anything extra that I put in, I'm adding it to the list. I'm actually quite organised, but I still feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's just something about holidays. You always assume you're forgetting something, don't you? Anyway, right, have an amazing day, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you soon.